Over the next few videos, I'm going to show you how to wash, preserve, and make this produce haul last as long as possible. Stick around. Okay, we've got leafy greens, herbs, asparagus, and green onions. These all store pretty similarly, except for these, but you know, they're a standalone. They don't need their own video. Salad is rarely the main star, but I digress. So I think we'll do something a little different. As I give the tips, I want to know in the comments your favorite way to use these or favorite way to cook things up, because here we are trying to be healthy. So let's just start with the leafy greens. I don't wash any of this stuff before I put it away, because leafy greens, if they get wet, they're going to wilt fast, they're going to mold fast. So really what we're going to do, this is practically a perfect container. If you just want to be lazy and stick it in the fridge like this, totally fine. The only downside is sometimes the manufacturer lets a little too much moisture get all up in this, and so it can technically go bad quickly. This is a super greens with a wild red arugula, which I love a zesty arugula salad. So a little spicy. And we know you call it rocket over there in the European countries, but you're going to take the plastic off of this, and we're just gonna, you can leave it on there a little bit because we're gonna put it back over. So dump it out. Oh, that leaf got stick welded. All right, we're gonna take, I don't know what kind of off-brand paper towel I bought, but this is like Velcro or something, I don't know. Velcro, velvet, doesn't really absorb that well, but 'tis what it is. All right, this actually feels pretty dry, so that's a good sign. If it's wet up in there, it's just not gonna be good. So you just put a paper towel on the bottom, put it in, see, oh, it is sticky. Okay, technology. We are going to, oh my God, it's like it never even got opened. Okay, this goes directly in the fridge. So we've got the rest of this. So green onions. Green onions is probably one of my favorite things to put on top of salad, like chop the top up, sprinkle it on. It's like a nice oniony flavor without the like, my eyes are burning and my breath smells really bad. So little green onion on the top of salad, great. The bottoms, that's where you get to the tearful, delicious, crunchy crunch of the onion. What I like to do is, for cooking purposes, not for prepping and storing, is I like to cut the ends and like saute the ends in like a cast iron skillet and serve them with my chickpea fajitas. All right, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna take a glass of filtered or spring water, and I actually like to take the rubber band off because I don't want plastics in my food. So we're just gonna, whoop, that's it. Literally, that'll keep them going. Now, if the, you know what? The ends are kind of raggedy. I'm just gonna, there we go. Just my OCD, just need equal ends. Keep the scraps if you want. Now, last time y'all chastise me for throwing away the ends. So I will be starting a collection of cut ends so I can make stock at home. Thank you, my friends. Okay, now we've got the asparagus. Asparagus is amazing. Sauteed in a cast iron skillet with a little bit of minced fresh garlic, some olive oil, salt and pepper, a little paprika, sauteed until it's cooked to however you like it. Delicious. Now here, I noticed I got a couple of nasty ends. Again, this is why I mentioned it in the first video. I should have not been lazy and just picked out my own vegetables, because when it comes to produce, and I'm not going to save those because they're mushy and I cannot. But when it comes to produce, I just feel that sometimes the people picking it out for you just don't care. They don't understand that you're buying fresh produce to eat fresh produce, not bad produce, but alas. 'Tis life. Learn from me. Don't be lazy. Okay, so we need to cut these ends because these ends are very dry. And so I'm going to cut about 1 inch off the bottom. I will keep these ends for my soup stock. And I'm just going to put it in this cup. Oh my God. Yes. And then we have our parsley. So I actually typically, I might sprinkle parsley on like a fresh cut parsley on a chickpea omelet or something. But essentially, I just juice it, honestly. I do it in my green juice, my green goddess green juice, which if you go to my social media, I do have a recipe for that free online. I made a whole video. So we're just gonna also stick that in the water, and this looks real fresh, and this will stay fresh in the fridge probably 2 weeks, honestly. This normally, if it wasn't already kind of like getting mushy, I'll probably have to cook it in the next day or two. This would probably last about 5 days. And the green onion, it may get dry at the top, but essentially the green onion will last 1 to 2 weeks as well. The salad greens, 5 days. I wouldn't go longer than 5 days. And then we've got our cilantro. So cilantro is great for salsas. It's great for guacamole. Also, and it's so this one's so crispy. This is real fresh too. I already know it's too much water in there. I'm just gonna put it in the water. This is also gonna last me probably about a week. Although I am going to a little shindig tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna make guac or salsa or something. So saving those ends. We'll wash those later. We'll wash it later. Stick this all in the fridge, and it will last as long as I just told you, or it should. If you're finding this information valuable, I do have a how to store your produce guide on my website, so click the link in my bio, and it will take you right there. I'm Danielle Ray, godmother of women. I love you. You got this.